EVP, or electronic voice phenomena, is the name given to unexplained voices and noises that are captured on audio recordings. This phenomenon has been reported for centuries, but it was only in the early 20th century that people began using recording devices to capture these sounds. There are many theories about what causes EVP, but the most popular one is that they are the voices of spirits trying to communicate with the living. This theory is supported by the fact that many people who have recorded EVP have also experienced paranormal activity, such as strange noises or sightings of ghosts. Whether or not you believe in the paranormal, there is no denying that EVP is a fascinating phenomenon. And with today's technology, anyone can become a ghost hunter and try to capture their own EVP recordings. There are 3 different types of EVP, Class A, B, and C. A Class A EVP are the clearest and most easily heard. They are typically short phrases that are clearly audible. Class B EVPs are somewhat more difficult to hear and usually require the use of headphones. They may be clear enough to make out a few words, but they often sound garbled or distorted. Class C EVPs are the most difficult to hear and often sound like white noise or static. They may contain a few words that can be made out, but they are usually very faint and hard to understand. EVPs, or electronic voice phenomena, are recordings of paranormal activity. These recordings can be made with any type of recording device, including smartphones, and can be found in different types of audio formats. There are a few different ways that people believe EVPs are made. One theory is that they are voices of the dead that have been recorded somehow on electronic devices. Another theory is that they are actually just sounds from the environment that have been distorted or amplified in some way. Whatever the case may be, there are a few things that you need to keep in mind if you want to make your own EVP recording. First, make sure you're in a quiet place with no background noise. Second, speak clearly and slowly into the recorder. And finally, listen back to your recording carefully to see if you can hear anything out of the ordinary. EVP, or electronic voice phenomena, are recordings of paranormal voices that have been captured on tape or digital recorder. Many people believe that these voices are the spirits of the dead trying to communicate with the living. So how can you listen to EVPs? There are a few different ways. One is to use a digital recorder and simply ask questions into the recorder, and then play back the recording. You may be surprised at what you hear. Another way to capture EVPs is to use a radio tuner. Tune the radio to between stations so that it is just static. Then ask your questions into the radio and see if you can hear any responses in the static. Finally, you can also use a cassette recorder. Again, hit the record button and ask your questions. A voice may be heard similar to what you would hear on the digital recorder. There are many people who say that EVPs, or electronic voice phenomena, are real. They claim that these recordings are of paranormal activity and that they have captured the voices of ghosts on tape. There are also skeptics who say that EVPs are not real and that they can be easily explained by natural causes such as electromagnetic interference. People seem to be pretty divided on the topic of EVPs. Some people are adamant that they've experienced firsthand the phenomenon of ghosts communicating through recordings, while others are just as sure that there's a rational explanation for everything that's been heard. The jury is still out on this one, but it seems like people will continue to believe in EVPs regardless of what anyone says. Do you think EVPs are actually spirits trying to contact us? Let us know all about it in the comments below. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.